we still out here with the energetic lessons with shit that you can actually understand. You see the honey pack that you be taking to get your dick up? That's because your energetic field is clogged up. Just like I was saying in the other video with the weed. The aside from the physiological and the veins in the dick, popping the blood, popping, pumping the blood and whatnot, and the blood circulating and all of that. There's an energetic component to this because sexual energy is creative energy. And if you are not in harmony with your creative energy, with your feminine energy, for example, then your wee wee down there is going to be having problems to get up because there is a issue in the flow. There's a rock in the middle of the fucking pond that doesn't let anything go through smoothly. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that because I remember during the pandemic, something very traumatic happened to me in the beginning of the pandemic. And during that time, I had a girlfriend. Now, when we were locked in for a few months during the beginning of the pandemic, I remember vividly having problems getting my dick up, having to have sex with my girl. And I was way fatter than I am right now. I'll tell you that. So definitely that was another issue. Um, and yeah, so like I had to be taking them honey packs and then like all these like honey thingies that I found on online, which were like the the go to at the moment, pretty much. Um, then the Herbal Life niggas started like making knockoffs of the Arab honey, and it was not the same anymore. And then even the honey wouldn't get your dick up, and then you was really stressed. And then at the end of the day, bro, if you in your 20s, 30s, shit, maybe even in your 40s, bro, I don't think you should be using none of that shit. I'm not no fucking doctor, but I don't think you should be using none of that shit because you using that shit because you didn't know how to treat your body correctly. So if you learn how to treat your body correctly, um, and your energy, you will have complete control. Well, I'm not going to say complete control right now, but you will have way more control over what's going on with your body. And then, so why am I saying this? My nigga, I had sex all night last night. Like, like my dick was so hard that it would almost hurt. Like, when it's so stiff that it like just goes to the side, like completely, like, yeah, like, and this is completely normal, bro. Like, I didn't take anything. I did smoke weed, but that's also normal. And I recall hella times smoking weed, and the weed we wouldn't really go up and shit like that. But the thing is that I have been clearing so much energetic clunk, gunk from my life that I can immediately see the fucking shift in my energy because I'm so tapped in spiritually. But that's a different story. But like I just see the results right away. My body feeling lighter, my energy feeling good, flowing where it gotta go. It's not leaking because I know how to seal my energetic field. I know how to command structures of energetic entities, deities, ghosts, whatever you want to call them. And like having all these manipulation power, like it also trickles into the quote unquote mundane things. Like my dick gets up way better erections. Jesus fucking Christ. And there gotta be a lesson in fasting because there's a whole bunch of fasting I do as well, which also helps with this. So like I think the bottom line on all of this is that you don't need to be doing drastic shit every day in order to you know, maybe like have the body that you want or have the results that you want or anything like that, bro. It's all about small, consistent application, like the consistency of small changes or small things in your life. Like that's what really matters. You make one small decision, you make that same thing every fucking day until you see a result. Like that's the consistency that's gonna get you something. Because if you do something too strenuous, like something that's too complicated and shit like that, then um more than likely you're gonna drop it at some point because you just it's too much to sustain it. That's like when you go from eating a whole bunch of food to try to do a diet in which you only eat carrots and broccoli. Nigga, you don't even eat the carrots and broccoli in the fucking chow mein that you fucking buy, and now you're gonna eat it with no seasoning. Like, use your fucking head, bro. I was fat as fuck, and I lost all that fucking weight. You doing fasting, intermediate fasting. I can go 36 hours no eating, drinking liquids, even smoking, and I can control my hunger no problem. Like I taught my body how to sustain hunger. Like your body doesn't need 5 meals a day. Just like it doesn't need the fucking honey pack. What it needs is that you actually pay attention to your damn body and not to all this fucking propaganda of shit that they be fucking selling you every day. Cause I'm telling you all of that, but I'm not telling you not to do the shit that you like. I drink a 1.25 liter of soda every day, and I still lost over 100 pounds. Make it make sense. Now, I do take times in which I don't drink soda for 3, 4, 5 months. But then there's times that I drink soda like crazy for 2 months straight because I got ADHD and then I hyperfixate on a fucking edible item. And then I cannot let it go until I'm fucking tired. And that usually happens with soda. Go figure. But do you understand? I know I'm all over the place. That's just how my brain works. And if I start channeling, it goes all over the place. There's different entities that speak through me. So, but like, do you understand the basis of what I'm saying? Bro, so much stress on your life does not allow the energy of your body to flow through correctly. And the thing is that you are so accustomed to feeling bad that you don't know what the fuck feeling good feels like. And then you just on a chronic bad feeling, just decaying pretty much your whole life because you never took a step back to watch and pay attention to your routines, what you normally do, what comes into your mouth, what goes out of your body. I did have to be hermit for a long time to be able to pay attention to all these shit. But then it just so happens that my ADHD flavor slash autism, whatever, it's esoteric and occultist. So like the moment my brain found esoteric, it was a done deal. It was a done deal, bro. It was a done deal. Because then I started looking into it. In the beginning, of course, I didn't know, I didn't understand it. Then I started remembering. Then it started making sense. But then I started manipulating energy right in front of me in the 3D and just watch shit glitch. I go to a meeting, I'm supposed to be in trouble, or it's supposed to be a negative reaction. Just because I hold my frequency, that shit comes out my way. Something crazy happens during the interaction that it just goes my way. I remember I went once to buy a business here in Dominican Republic, a carrier, one of those shipping businesses. You receive packages from the United States and then you hand them out to the customers here in the in Dominican Republic, for example. And I remember they were selling that. Let's say it was 8,000. for the license for me to open the place. No renovations, no nothing, just the license. The rights to operate under that name was 8,000. Bro, and I remember at that time, with the money I put together from my ex and what I had and the money from the masses loans that I was taking at the time, I had roughly 6,500. Maybe a little closer to the 7,000, but I was not at the 8,000. Like I was missing a significant amount. But I remember back at that time, mind you, at that point in time, I was not as conscious as I am right now. I was just operating out of a pure sheer will back then. But I can look back at those instances now and understand the energetic structure and components that went into what happened at that moment. Because I'm gonna tell you what happened at that moment, right now, at this moment. I went to my meeting. I didn't think much of it. I even took my grandpa to go with me to that meeting. I remember that. I didn't want to go alone. I was like, yo, Pops, come with me. I'm about to go buy a business. That's the first business I bought here in the Dominican Republic. We get there. It gets to the point that we start talking and then going over the contract and blah, blah, blah. And it just so happens that the owner called while we were there and asked, is everything cool, blah, blah, blah. I had put the money that I had on top of the table. We hadn't counted nothing. And so the owner calls and he's like, everything good? He showed up, this, that, and the third. Cool. He was like, all right, charge him this much. 6,000. I was like, what the fuck? Like inside of me, I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't no way. What you mean? Like I came here thinking I was gonna have to bargain because I'm missing money. And I thought I was gonna look bad. And look at what the universe just did. The owner called because I held my frequency and I did not pull back on what I set out to do. Are you understanding that? I set out to go buy a business. And the moment that resistance showed up, because the resistance at that specific moment was not having all the money. Now, once I didn't have all the money, either I pulled back and didn't see it through like a pussy, or like I did, I just watched it unfold. And goddamn, it's still unbelievable right now, but it's very believable right now. It went from impossible to improbable. That's how my life operates now. It's improbable. I don't even know if I'm saying that shit right. It's improbable, but it's not impossible. And that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. That's why I'm inviting you to do your fucking shadow work, bro. You don't need to be fucking 15 girls right now when you cannot communicate to none of them. Trust me. Right now, I got 4 or 5 shorties in rotation. And when I say in rotation, like we rotate each other. That's how great my communication skills are right now. I got women in Dominican Republic where there's so much taboo and all that shit. Being completely okay in being in a polyamorous relationship with me because I'm the constant and I'm the one that sets the pace. And I don't have to be the biggest macho nigga ever to like impose my will upon these women. Hell no. They're free to do whatever the fuck they want. Through their freedom, they get to decide how they are going to honor me. And then I decide if the honoring actually honors me. Because it's still my sovereign field in my life. Shit. Ara Lima blow. Facts.